75 seasons ago, it began as another improbable American dream. It was really a Midwestern league of teams hugging the Great Lakes. But the NFL at birth was lacking what it needed most, a successful franchise in the nation's largest city. Then August 1st, 1925, T.J. Mara, a dashing entrepreneur, signed an aging legend, Jim Thorpe, and the New York football giants were born. They promptly began losing thousands of dollars. As his sons, Jack and Wellington, would leave mornings for school, their pockets were stuffed with tickets to give away. Only 800 showed up at one game. The Giants were dying. Then came December 6, 1925, when Harold Red Grange, the national sensation, galloped into the Polo Grounds with the Chicago Bears. An astonishing crowd of 74,000 paid to watch. The Giants lost the game, but won respectability. Some 3 decades later, the game had continental appeal, and a revolutionary offensive machine was in the making. It was 1960. They were the Los Angeles Chargers, a member of the new audacious American Football League. A year later in San Diego, the team, identified by a lightning bolt, continued its thunderous run under the stern eyes of a football monarch, Sid Gilman, who would be the surrogate father to promising football sons, assistants Al Davis and Chuck Noll. The Giants and Chargers, 2 of 30 franchises in a league America has now long embraced. A league bound by history and no longer just continental, but international. And today, on a distant shore, in a 75th season, another hungry new audience awaits conversion. In this 75th anniversary season of the NFL, we appreciate history as a means of defining our future. And so it is in Berlin, whose sporting history includes the 1936 Olympics, held under the banner of Nazi Germany and its leader Adolf Hitler. In 1936, the Olympic flame symbolized the hopes of better times to a world racked by depression. Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals and was all smiles, but a Hitler snub gave a hint of the explosive years to come. It all happened at Berlin's Olympic Stadium. Today, we return to a stadium remarkably unchanged. The Olympic flame was visible to over 100,000 as Jesse Owens finished at this spot, and Hitler watched from this box. We return to Berlin for the Giants and Chargers in an American Bowl game. Down in South Carolina, with Sterling Sharp and others, and got down to the 230s. Humphries on 3rd down, going deep. At the Giant 20 on the interception, John Booty. So Booty with an interception right at the sideline in front of Chris Thomas, and the Chargers had turned it over.
There's a very interesting battle going on at the safety position. They signed Jarvis Williams to a big contract, but John Booty continues to make plays like this. He could well be a starter before this season is underway.
Have held Hampton to 5 yards gained on 7 carries. Brown chase, got away from O'Neal, hitting the corner of the end zone, touchdown. Well, he has a wide-eyed innocence about him, but you have to like the competitive instincts of Dave Brown.
And George Young, the general manager of the Giants, who took so much flack for releasing Phil Simms, has to feel pretty good about that little run. The mobility, maybe a few more wild plays, maybe a few more tosses down the field, maybe a couple more bombs out of this young man. Don't really know what we're going to get this year, but at least so far it looks exciting.
Giants will kick, try to tie it up. Kick is on its way, and Dalwiso knocks it through. So a 75-yard drive by the New York Giants. Brown keeps for the TD, and it's 7-7. Giants head coach. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Pass. Caught for the touchdown. Brown hits Pierce for 6. Aaron Pierce, third-round draft choice from the University of Washington in his 3rd season. Had 12 receptions last year.
And he will be the starting H-back this year for the Giants. I don't want to spend the entire broadcast talking about Dave Brown, but he most certainly is the story, at least thus far. All due respect to Phil Simms, but this young man, after being named the starter, has simply put on a show for the Giants today.
Dalwiso's extra point is good. With 1 second left in the half, we have a tie game. He earned for going to the Super Bowl with the Bills to be able to lead a team. Steps up and is taken down. Loss on the play. Gilbert by Michael Strahan, the first sack of the game.
Strahan coming from that end position now in the 4-3. Remember, the Giants going from the 3-4 to the 4-3 makes a nice inside move. Gets a little help on the play from Stacy Dillard.
I bet Dad puffed up at that. On the draw, Elias. Touchdown! Well, he may be from the Ivy League, but when they asked him to sing a song as a rookie at camp, he sang Angel of Death by Slayer.
I've heard that one dancing off your lips several times, Tom.
I had it on my CD player on the way over.
I'm happy for him. Boy, what a great career he had in the Ivy League. Second in the nation, averaging 173 yards rushing per game at Princeton. So enthusiastic about the game.
Dalwiso's extra point is through. So with Kent Gahram at quarterback, Keith Elias scores a touchdown to put the Giants in front.
As they start spreading the news here in Berlin, maybe the Giants going to be all right after all.
Mike Horan will punt from his own end zone. First punt for Horan today. Third by the Giants. Dave Brown even got in on the act, you'll remember, in the first half. Andre Coleman, the Chargers' deep man. Well, the wind apparently is picked up. And dropped the ball. And it's recovered by the Giants. Jessie Armstead streaking downfield after Coleman could not field it cleanly. And the Chargers once again bitten by the turnover bug.
Well, Andre Coleman was supposed to be their return guy, a 3rd-round draft choice. There makes a drastic mistake. Much like an infielder who looks up too soon. He tried to check who was coming at him and gave up the football and probably cost his team a chance to win this football game.
They were going to have excellent field
did last year with Buddy Ryan.
Fake to Elias. Graham still has it. Rolls, delivers. Catch made by Omar Douglass, the rookie from Minnesota. Penalty marker on the play. Hold everything. It's against the Chargers, so the touchdown will stand.
Just a sensational performance tonight by both quarterbacks. Kent Gahram here waiting, and then just simply rifles this ball in there just before the defensive back could make the play. Damien Lyons beat for the touchdown, the young man from the Canadian League we told you about. Douglass, an academic All-American in Minnesota.
In fact, he led the Big Ten in receiving as a senior and came into this game as the Giants' leading receiver in preseason.
They have a chance. Had 11 touchdowns last year for Minnesota.
Graham should celebrate. He is 8 of 9, 93 yards, including that touchdown. Aloiso's extra point through. And the Giants have extended their lead. 28-20 the count. New York over San Diego with 2:19 on the clock. And of course, San Diego not out of it with that 2-point conversion rule.
Keeps the games close.